Welcome to Comic Emporium, Panama City, Florida's most seasoned comic haven. But hold your horses, it's not just a comic shop, it's a treasure trove of pop culture collectibles, with a side of Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games. Whether you're a tabletop game enthusiast or a cosplay fanatic, we've got a range of weapons and miniatures that'll make your inner geek squeal with delight. And for the painters, we've got a whole rainbow of colours for your miniatures, models and terrain. Don't forget to roll the dice on our selection of math rocks and dice bags. And for the RPG lovers, we've got a library of Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder and more. Come on down to Comic Emporium, where you can play your favourite card, tabletop, war and RPG games until your heart's content.
Should definitely be a warning because I'm here. 7 o'clock and it is time to return to Kennels and Coasters.
Yeah.
Hey folks, welcome back to Kennels and Coasters. This is episode 40 of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We will be beginning chapter 6 in the campaign book if you're following along at home. Hopefully you're not, because I had to cut some stuff because it just didn't make any sense and some people missed some stuff, so it just happened that way. Just, you know, that's what happens when you send Dalamar through a portal and then mess with it.
It wasn't anything important. I choose to believe that.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, definitely not important at all. But yeah, we're back here in, of course, Comic Emporium, Panama City's oldest comic shop. And let's see, what do we got? Oh, we leveled last time, so everybody's going to be rolling their hit points. Everybody should be leveled to 8 now, level 8. And like good players, each and every one of them came ready to go, pre-leveled. They were like, Alex, we got this. All we got to do is roll in hit points, man.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all failed your deception check. Every last one of you.
We talked about it beforehand.
Yep.
I was prepared. Thank you very much.
I knew what
Yeah.
I was
I would
doing.
like-
I knew
Hold
what I
on,
was
in my
doing.
defense, I would like to say I actually reached out about things related to our leveling
Updating my
earlier
spell
today.
book, which,
Nice.
you know, you can get the spell cards here at the shop
That's
too,
right.
by the way.
See, that's right.
FYI.
I reached out much
did.
prior
You
to game about some very important facts that would affect
It's
whether
like
how
4
I
hours
level.
ago. Yeah, it's true. Yep. Yeah. No, Reverend's actually had hers done before game tonight, which is really great.
Aw, yay!
Darrow as well. Yep. Darrow's was really easy. He was like,
Let's say Darrow's easy.
nice.
Button. Next.
I got 3 more hit points.
Here we go.
I'm up to 20 now.
Right, Cal, we didn't hit points. We didn't roll those yet.
Huh?
You can't have hit points
I don't roll those
yet.
I don't know yet. What?
All right.
Darrow's over there playing like I can't hear you.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh? What? Who?
What?
Where?
I rolled a 3.
You do you.
All right. So, having said all of that, of course, we do need to get into it, which means that you're gonna have to put your Warhammer kit away.
I refuse.
So, yeah.
Well, first, before I start with this, last week I was remiss in thanking Loretta for these nice black
Oh.
cable covers.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Thank you very much for those.
Woo!
Appreciate it.
You're
you.
welcome.
And then,
Thanks,
yeah,
wasn't necessary.
so got the Warhammer 40K
Take the thank you.
start here box. It's got some rules, some miniatures, some dice, a ruler, and some paint.
And paint?
But hey, there's more, because every Wednesday from 6 p.m. They play Warhammer 40K right here in the shop.
Yep.
And then there's a Learn to Play Kill Team on Saturdays here.
Yeah, that just started.
So yeah, not only do we play D&D here, but a lot of Warhammer.
A lot of
Really
Warhammer.
cool stuff.
10 a.m. for that Saturday one, right?
Yeah, it starts at 10. That's when our volunteer will be here running everything. So yeah, if you want to learn how to play Kill Team, you can show up on a Saturday at 10 o'clock. If you want to learn how to play Warhammer, you can show up here on a Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And that's pretty much it. That's Warhammer Bring your questions, bring your love of the Warhammer lore if you like Space Marine 2 or the secret level episode that was about the Space Marines. Like, that's all good stuff there. If you like any of the games, Dark Tide's really good. Wrath and Glory is really good. So anyways, yeah, if you like Warhammer, that's Wednesdays and Saturdays. Very, very cool.
I'm gonna put this in my bag.
Yeah, it's time for you to put it away because we have to return to Kren. And I gotta kill you all. No.
Whoa.
I'll be
That
there.
was last week.
That was last
You had
week.
your chance,
I'm gonna be good.
and,
Yep.
Nearly succeeded.
Reverend thwarted you.
That is true. Reverence with the heals and the revivifies in the clutch was.
That was.
Mm-hmm.
You did get blood on your hands, though. People did die.
I did.
You
I
did.
did.
You know what? We
Yeah.
did. We did. Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah.
People were hurt.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
badly.
Is this about us trying to make
Sarah's
sure
like,
he doesn't feel
I don't
like
know what
that
you
we
guys
got
talk
all too
about.
easy? That's what it feels like what's happening right
Yeah.
now.
Who needs
Yeah,
healing?
100%.
All right. It's overrated.
All right. So having said all of that, we're going to go right back into it. First off, everybody needs to roll your hit points. Let's see. I don't even remember how I did it last time. If I went left to right or right to left. So we'll start with Slayla. Slayla, what you got over there?
Never gonna live that down. All right.
Slayla.
So,
Slayla.
green or multicolored?
Yes.
Green.
Green. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
'Cause
the
you're a
skin
slide.
color,
8.
Ooh.
yeah. Nice.
Woo!
Way to
All
go.
right, thank you.
Very
go.
nice. Very
Nice
nice. All right. Durin.
7.
7.
That's also
Lost
very
my
good.
pencil.
Sai.
3.
3. Aw.
Ooh,
I was
look at
on
those.
five.
Oh, hold up those dice.
Oh, these.
Oh, nice.
Those are cute.
Wow.
Are those actually like glowing? Like
Yeah,
real
they're
light
LED,
glowing?
yeah,
That's
they
not just the
flicker.
light. Oh, I
Oh.
see it. It flickers.
Yeah.
That's super
That's very cool. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
I dig those. You didn't get those from
What'd
me?
you get?
No, but I think you had some for a while.
I'll have to get some
Me?
more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
Astral.
2.
I got 2.
2 for
What the heck,
Astral.
man?
You know what, Astral? Thank you.
Astral,
I know, right?
Would you like to use a fake
Let's see
die
if-
to
let's-
reroll?
Let's see if these.
My con is fine. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Let's see if
All
this-
right. All right, that's fine. Your fate dies, by the way, have reset.
Oh, it reset?
That's right. You leveled, so you now have 10. Big 10.
All I can hear is y'all should have used the rest of them last week.
Yeah. What you got, Reverence?
6.
6.
Nice.
Woo!
Daryl, finish this up here.
I got a. I got an 8.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Now that you need them.
Plus my 3.
Yeah,
That's like way too much.
I agree.
It's 11 more. Now I have 31 hit.
That's just rude.
Well.
Yeah. He's
My
a
11.
rude guy, isn't he?
Meaning,
Yeah.
how many does that give you total, though?
I think everybody is able to.
Oh.
Not important, is it?
Why would we be mad at you?
Let's see.
149?
149? On top of what?
That's
The AC
alrighty.
of 27?
24.
24?
Yeah, she was 24.
He made me a slut. I don't know what to tell you.
No, actually, I didn't make you a slot. It was somebody else in the party that made you a slot.
I didn't make you a
As
slot.
if on cue he
It was not me.
You shot the gem.
Okay.
And
Wasn't
Shepard
me.
did.
Technically,
You have no proof.
You love
I
it.
nobody saw me do it. My hands are clean.
We all watched you.
You weren't hiding.
All right. When last we left off, everyone, you had successfully rescued the children from Camp Carrionclay. You had, more importantly, rescued the dragon egg from the clutches of Grimir, who now is a decapitated dragon corpse that has been tossed aside.
And
like the-
acidified.
and melted. That's right, and acidified, dissolved like the garbage she was.
Boom.
You're welcome, Si.
Thank you.
You discovered that there was a version of Astral that had apparently come here a long time ago and become one with the dragon army and
Tried to take our damn kids.
yep, tried to take the kids.
Didn't fall for it, though.
But
Yeah,
has
that.
had found
Astral
the
BCF.
only gate leading back to the planet of Deva, and gave Astral the choice of he could go or I I guess, what do we call him? Not Astral could go.
Well, he said he's going to take
That's
the muzzle
right.
of Mahes.
Yeah, so Mahes could go or Astral could go. And he told Astral, when I go, there is no other way to get back to Deva. You are stuck here. And of course, Astral said, nuh-uh.
Is he a variant? Can we have,
The TVA. Or I could reach out to God of Stories Loki and he can figure it
Yeah,
out.
somebody here somewhere. We'll get you
There's variants
multiverse
in all
jumping.
timelines. I'm sure there's a side that bothers him there too. He gets a.
Has
You
anybody
can
seen?
just join the
has
pirate
anybody
ship
seen
and
Zeal?
just stay, it's fine.
Zeal, as you began looking around for him as you were leaving, has already limped off. He has said, I'm exhausted, I'm in pain, I've been tortured for weeks and months, and I'm done. I'm out.
everything?
I'm gone. I'm done with this whole thing.
We weren't mad
I'm
at him
going
about
home.
it. We got it.
So-
Well, how's he getting king? I mean,
Let him.
I would
He's
tell
Zeal.
him. I'd tell him to hold him at least in her hold until we all make it back or something. Unless he's gonna make it on his own.
Oh, who knows how he gets home? But
He can't jump that high.
Zeal took off.
He'll be a
And
hermit in the next campaign.
left you with Kavesin, Fertala, and Cubby. The elves that you rescued from the cages, the sea elves, they get directions to where the rest of their tribe is at, and they head back to the Blue Phoenix Shrine. Yeah, and Derek tells you that we have to catch up with the army now. We know where the City of Lost Names is. The army is going to be engaging them. Let's go. And you all take off. It takes you the better part of 2 days to travel. During that time, you all
Kids are
get a
coming with us,
chance.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the kids were very adamant about that.
Yeah, the kids were gonna go without
the
you.
kids-
Yeah,
kids have
they
to
were
go.
gonna
Can't really
leave
call
us.
them kids anymore. They're more like young adventurers.
Mhm.
Adventurers, yes.
Oh yeah, and I give each of you 42 gold pieces.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Feel suspect, but thank you.
And my 43, my share, I'm gonna give to Cubby because she earned it.
I was just gonna say, I split my
Mine too.
42 among the kids.
Kids take
Okay.
it. They're fine with it. Cubby's like, Cubby get paid? To
Do the work.
Oh,
Cubby
yeah.
gets paid.
Yes,
No, you got
Oh, yes,
you
Cubby.
protecting your brother and
I
sister.
would like
You
to
play that, and
discuss-
yes, you get paid
I
for
would
killing.
like to discuss with Cubby, permanent retainership of her to
You
guard
want
my
to
egg
come
since it's with us.
Huh?
You want to go Cubby to
Cubby be a pirate now.
I mean, we'll all
Cubby
still be
did
together for
Cubby.
a while.
All the rest of my kids are leaving me. I guess that's the only way.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Astral,
Yeah.
enjoy the time that you have.
I'm
These
struggling with
moments are
that.
precious and fleeting.
So,
They
yes,
really
Cubby
are.
Cubby will gladly let you invest in her egg protection services.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what we.
Well.
You know what? That solves my problem. I was worried
Yeah,
about what
she's
I was
already
going to do
in
there.
the
You know
dorms.
what? Cubby can.
Cubby will
take care
keep
of
it
this.
warm and safe.
Good.
All right. So you guys travel for the better part of 2 days. During that time, you feel stronger. You feel wiser. You feel more healthy. You feel healed up.
I spend a lot of time talking to Derek.
Oh, I bet you do.
Talking, eh?
Talking.
Loudly.
Just talking.
Well, you know what? Everybody in the party knows what conversation you held.
No, because then, no,
Mhm.
there are children in the party.
No. They're young adventurers now. They've seen
I was
and
gonna
heard.
say,
They're
they've
grown.
seen
They're
things.
grown
They've
now.
grown.
No,
That's right.
apparently.
They've seen things.
You know, Kavesin and Fertala refer to Papa Astral as just Astral now.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're just
Dang.
calling me by my name.
I don't know if I'm okay with that. That was weird.
I'm helping Kavesin learn
No,
more
weird.
crafts.
It happened.
That's right. See?
Come at me with the reverence.
And she's like,
They at least call you Sir Reference.
No.
No, no.
Mhm.
Nope.
I mean, I don't mind the title, but Sir Mommy would be better.
Sir Mommy?
Sir Mommy.
Or Sir Mom.
I feel like we just entered a different novel.
Yep,
Yep.
you just inspired some stories.
Sir Mommy.
Yep,
Someone
I mean,
on the internet felt
as
that.
long as I get to
what
read it.
Derek called
that's what Derek called her.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Anyways, moving on.
Yay, yeah.
But as you approach, you see in front of you a vast plateau rising from the waste. Its ancient cliffs soaring hundreds of feet high. A broad canyon splits the plateau's face, its passage blocked by an aged stone wall. And in front of that wall, countless red tents spill from the canyon and its gate. Innumerable dragon army troops swarm the land, while patrols of dragonelles soar above.
What's a Dragonelle?
Dragonelle is like a smaller dragon. It's kind of, well, it is exactly what Astral rode up into the sky and then crashed down on all those many, many days ago.
Got it.
I killed one with my bare hands.
Yes, and that was just one.
Got
But
me.
there are many, many, many up in the sky above. And you can clearly see Darrett's army of Calaman all lined up, ready to engage the Red Dragon army. Unfortunately, the Red Dragon army outnumbers Calaman's army by like 10 to 1.
Power word Neil. Power word Ben.
um,
Oh, okay. I see.
And as you come within sight of the army, a messenger comes up to you guys, and he approaches Derek, and he says, "Commander, they've got us outnumbered, and we can't get through the gate. But we have discovered that the walls of the canyon are not army proof. Well, they're army proof, but there's tunnels and caves that we've scouted out that lead through that they cannot guard. So a small group could slip in with enough of a distraction."
So we need a distraction, eh?
Slip in and then drop the gate.
Even if we drop the gate, it won't matter. Their army is too massive, and they are all within the city. We know that much from our scouts. A lot of blood has been spilled finding this information.
Are the tunnels ground level?
Some are higher up, in the face of the cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So what you're saying is a small strike team through a narrow passage.
yes, very much so. It's funny how often that works. He said there's an
Not
outpost.
funny how often it doesn't work though.
Yeah. There's an outpost called Wind's End. It's a ramshackle enclosure pressed against massive cliff walls. We've discovered that within that outpost that there is a ground level tunnel that we believe will lead into the city. It'll actually come up with inside. Yes, it looks very much like a smuggler's tunnel.
Huh. Okay.
It's not unguarded, but it is lightly guarded. So if we can get your group inside there, you should be okay. The only downside is once you're in the city, it's still swarming with these Red Dragon soldiers. The other thing is, there's a new player on the field. that we've discovered.
Who's that?
A mage of some kind.
Ugly, black robes. Bad hair.
No, blue robes actually.
Blue, huh?
They showed up about a day ago and have been directing they're searching for something within the city. The city it's as big as Calumet, easily.
Any rumors or scuttlebutt what they're searching for?
We haven't been able to get that close. But this mage is allied with the Red Dragon Army.
I think we know what they're looking for.
What color robes were the mage that we lost?
Blue.
So,
Oh.
No.
We
No.
lost.
Oh, he went through the portal.
Yeah, it's not him.
But
I think he was wearing green.
no.
Maybe.
Just ask.
No, that's valid.
Cause I lived
Yum.
So how would you like us to proceed?
We're gonna have to figure out a way to get into that inn, apparently.
Only way we can think of is, well, we use the same tactic we just did. We draw them out.
Okay.
while the strike team slips in through the
Yeah.
tunnels.
They seem to fall for that because they don't seem to realize their weakness. They're very arrogant in that way.
Well, hopefully it works again.
Well, if they're leaving it open for a reason, first step is to spring the trap, right?
Do we have anyone in our army that can fly?
We have several people who can fly, but it's not recommended. He
With
points.
the Dragonlance.
He says, you see the patrols.
And they're all Dragonels, right?
They're all Dragonels.
Right, but I'm thinking if we have someone fast enough, they could be distracting.
Quite fast.
No, you're right. You're right. That's a very valid point. There is something bigger that flies above the clouds.
They have a dragon.
There is another dragon.
Oh, the red we heard
That
about
tracks.
probably.
That tracks. I've seen it.
Are we confirming it's that, has anybody seen it?
Not yet.
Okay.
So once we get into the city through the tunnel, the goal will be to find what it is that they are looking for before them, and then get out.
That would be the goal.
And I think we have, and I look down to Kavesin and Fertala. We have an advantage they don't.
You mean the kids?
Yes,
Where are you going with that?
they know where he is.
They know where who is.
No, we all know what it is that they're looking for.
What are they looking for?
The Forge Master.
Is the Forge Master in the city? We didn't.
That's where Kavesin was heading. That's what he said.
Kavess says
Okay.
he's there.
I just remember him saying he was going.
Okay.
They were trying to find the Forge Master. I don't remember them saying where they were
Darrow
heading to get
Fair.
the Forge Master.
And Layla,
Mhm.
give me intelligence or wisdom. Check.
Check.
Yeah,
Not saving throw, just check.
just check.
Nat 20.
Good.
I got half that.
25.
Okay. Darrow, you're looking at the Red Dragon Army, and your specialty has always been threat assessment, right? It's always been
Mostly investigation.
investigation.
Trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah. And you're looking at it and you go, yeah, he's not wrong. The Red Dragon army outnumbers the Calaman army 10-1 easily.
Yeah.
And if there's more inside within the city itself,
It's even worse, yeah.
yeah, it's even worse. You know that having cut off the camp, though, their army cannot sustain a siege.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to give you. Slayla, with your
Yeah, it doesn't point out the nice little addition to my name on screen.
What are you looking at me for?
yeah.
I thought you did.
No, he had your snacks, he changed your name.
It was all me.
Oh,
It was all me.
Okay.
What the heck?
Wow.
Normally Mark
I did
does all
try
the
to change
setup.
it, but
Sally.
he did.
So
So nice of you.
So it wasn't misplaced looking at you.
Yes.
Okay, so you come to the same conclusion based on your history of piracy.
Mhm.
That you're looking at it and you're going, yeah, I wouldn't have this fight, not in a million years. We're way outnumbered. There's no way we survived this at all.
We just barely survived the one we did.
Yeah. And you're looking at the numbers of the Calaman army, and you're thinking the same thing. You're going like, nah, this ain't gonna work. If these guys fight, they lose. Period. They just lose. Now you also come to the same conclusion that yes, cutting off the camp supply and removing Grimir from the battlefield, that hurt them. If this was a siege, if you had the same numbers and this was just a matter of waiting them out, yeah, you would probably win this fight, or at least cause them so much damage that they would lose the fight. But you're looking at this and you know for a fact, nah, if they fight, they lose.
Okay.
Well, so this guy talking to Derek,
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, I go, oh, well, one, we need a distraction. Two, have you thought about setting up, interdiction on their supply lines? And if you do that, how are you going to account for their Dragonels up here not bringing in supplies to help them out? But if you can surround the city at some point, might starve them out, might make them desperate, might make them stupid. But what we really need first, before you do that, is a distraction. And I don't know how you might do that. I'm not really a military man myself, but I can see numbers, logistics, and things.
I hadn't actually thought about starving them out. That's just not possible, though. They'll outlast us.
It'd be hard, for sure.
Yeah. And you're right. With the Dragonels, they can fly in, but we could have our archers set up to take out Dragonels as they're flying in supplies. They won't be able to maneuver as fast. But again, that's if we're trying for a long siege.
Right.
We're just not equipped for that.
Well, also the people in the city themselves, we can't do that to the people.
I agree with that, but what we're looking here is for a distraction.
Alright,
So
this is it.
if they distract them somehow,
The city of names?
and then they set up like they were going to lay siege, they would be concentrating on that, possibly allowing us to slip in.
So
Okay.
you're not saying
Okay.
them actually start a fight, them just look like they might
Look
be
like they're
starting
gonna
a
do
fight.
it.
So they
Yeah.
bolster in the
Okay.
front and leave an opening.
Okay, yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm not, I don't know the military maneuvers on it. I'm just saying,
Okay.
it just needs to look convincing.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're looking for the forge master, so my guess would be there are other people and things here, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, but would the forge master be
Yeah.
in the city or outside the city? I would
So-
say in the city, right?
He's in the city.
Right, so I think the question Astro was asking, I guess it's a valid one to double check. The city of Lost Names, there are actually like citizens in there, correct? Or is it just a deserted city?
It was a deserted city
Okay.
that they have moved into.
So they've moved into it, so we could lay
So it's
siege on
mostly
it.
enemy occupied.
Shouldn't be.
Mhm.
Might be some slaves or
As
some
far as I
captives
know.
or something, but.
Right, okay. That, okay.
But we definitely don't want them fighting them, because I don't think that's gonna go very well.
No, I don't think so either.
But it can't be, you know, not convincing either.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
I agree. There it says, the best decision we can make right now, and really it's the only one open to us, is I'll take the army and we will charge them on the opposite side of where the Wind's End is and draw their forces that way. If I bring the whole army at once, they'll have no choice at that point. They'll have to think that we're trying to go through that side of the cliffs, and they'll bring people. And if we bunch them up, we can fight them on one front instead of them hitting us from two.
How long can you hold that?
Long enough for you to get in, and then we'll retreat.
As long as we know where Wind's End is, we should be able to get into whatever things
Just
could
gonna hold a huge loss of life.
Yeah,
That's
we're
where-
huge.
That's
So we get in position and
that is really the only thing I can't guarantee. But every one of these soldiers that I brought, they're ready. They've been ready. They came here with the purpose of fighting.
all of this death is to save Kryn. If they
Sure.
succeed, Kryn is gone and everybody's as good as dead anyway.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Uh-oh.
How about,
It says explosion.
that's option 2.
That's option 2, okay, there's another option, alright.
So I get that Derek wants to charge in with the army, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. But Derek, I have to ask, is there any casters in your party that can cast illusions where they can make the army bigger than what it is?
That'll work.
Because if the army is at least looks to be bigger, at least it will put some real people in with some illusions to give the thought that, okay, they've actually have more than what's originally here. By doing that, you eliminate a lot of lives because the enemies are going to be more second guessing what they're going to do. If the illusions look to be bigger, have like, you can even have it where it has other races, other houses built into the army with different type of materials, people are more likely to want to second guess just charging in.
It's a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
Well thought.
I have my moments. But if that doesn't happen, we can just blow things up.
There it is. And there you go.
Well, they'll be the ones blowing things up, we have to go in sneaky in the back.
I can't imagine how we blow anything up. It's not like we have a giant cannon just laying around.
Aw, it's so unfortunate.
Far away from the ship.
So unfortunate.
Borrow it from the ship.
That's entirely too far.
Sir.
There's a
I mean, you did suggest it just now.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me my ship was gone by that look, and I was about
There's
to.
a cannon.
No, your
You
ship.
with a question mark, and I was like, you what? Yeah, no, if you can get it, yeah.
Did we take the gnome flinger too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
We have a gnome flinger too.
Yeah. Just return it when you're done.
We
That's
have a
all I
cannon and we have a siege weapon.
But
Um,
if
You have for
as
Only
long
thing
as you
is-
ask and don't just take, I don't mind.
Could I put?
Yeah, because that would be very piratey of me, right?
Could
Hey, I will come get that shit back again.
could I put a rune on it?
Oh, no.
On the cannon?
Do we have time for that? I don't think we have time for that.
No, we don't have time for that.
Well, I
here.
mean,
How long?
What
does
does
it
Sebastian
take
have to do with
I mean,
this?
honestly, that's just the only issue we have right now. Is time is of the essence because they're every day that we're out here gives them a day to search the city for
Just
whatever it is
whatever
they're looking for.
right? Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how we don't have any way to transport a large cannon all the way from where your ship is anchored to here.
But we do though.
We do?
Side.
Are you trying to farm out my services?
Once you farm out,
We're gonna put-
How long it would
Think-
take
Sai,
think
that's
get
right.
still to
I'm still getting
fly-
used to the fact that you're not a kinder.
fly over there and then
But I
fly
don't
back?
know if I would be able to
Dragon
get
X on the
back
side.
that quickly.
Do we have a
Not that I
Still gonna
would.
day, a couple days.
Yeah, it still would take days, wouldn't it? We don't have. I don't think we have that much.
Do we have a
time,
person
do
that
we?
has dimension door?
That's not going to help.
Yeah, that won't, that
Yeah,
won't
we don't
work.
know.
You see it.
500 feet.
While they're talking,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on Garrett.
Okay.
What about someone that can arcane circle?
But Dimension Door, that's not a bad idea.
Get people in easily.
Well, I was thinking about those gates
Mhm.
and how maybe if we had a couple of mages go with some heavy backup, maybe they could figure out how to use those gates. And we could use those to get quickly around.
It's fair. Yes.
Mhm.
Would be a good option.
Yeah.
Again, that's time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a bad option.
So we could do this. And I know this, people are gonna say no.
Why not
I know
we-
people are gonna say no,
Wait,
but
let's
hear
what
me
he
out.
says.
If it starts out that
I like
way.
I will
Most
vow,
reactions.
because we have our earrings, we send at least half of us in to find and protect the Forge Master, while the other half gets the transporting and stuff ready.
Was-
That way someone can be in there with them, and someone can be out here guiding everything, and we can all stay in contact with the
That's another horrible plan.
What's the number one rule in Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons?
I was like, he literally just said, let's
Split
split
the
the party.
No.
Alright.
Yeah.
But
I-
along those lines, Durin, not splitting the party, we're definitely going to be the ones going in to find the Forge Master, but all of these plans are good in theory, and I think there is a way to accomplish them all simultaneously. We can have the illusionary effect with the siege, give us the distraction to get us on the inside of the city, so that we can find the Forge Master. Meantime, between time, you can send a team to go and pick up the cannon, and
We would
the
need the
Knowles thing.
cannon to be able to
Yeah.
create a big enough
Create a
distraction. The cannon is really not a means of like, this is how we're
Actually
going to
getting
defeat
into
the army.
anything.
Not,
No.
yeah.
It's just another big noise
Not
to draw their
abuse
attention.
Sai, but the question does come up, how long would it take her to get there and get back?
Well, with Sai in full dragon form and not having to shape change out of it or be on any sort of time limit, and being able to just fly overland, I mean, 2 days?
Why
day
is
there,
it day back, or 2 days there, 2 days back?
2 days there, 2 days back?
Why isn't Sai straight out just the distraction?
So,
Yeah.
for one thing, at this point, we all know I am a dragon, but I am not in dragon form at this point because I'm entirely too big to be moving around that way. In this place.
Yeah.
Things that I would just cause panic.
and if she shows up,
nah.
the red shows up.
Right, and that is the only issue I have, because I've thought of that too. I thought of that, like, what if I did my dragon form, could I pull them out? But yes, most likely I'm going to draw the red out at that point, and then, and if y'all feel that you can do everything else without me, then that's a plausible solution. If I've got someone's assurances that when this is all over, someone is getting my egg back to, the last city we were at, because the contact we had there, the mayor, she'll make sure that that my eggmate gets the egg back and can raise the hatchling. But if I go in to do that, it's a suicide mission for me. I won't live through that.
That was definitely not my intention.
I didn't think it was. I was just
Yeah.
letting you know. Like I had actually thought that through already. That's the only reason I hadn't brought that up.
And I think Sai coming on the inside of the city with us is a must.
Reverend, how good are you at detailing the way Paladin looks?
I mean, you've all seen him because he pops up when I'm
So
casting.
you would be able to tell the people in the army, if they can form a minor or major illusion of said god, so that way he is walking in with the army, because that would definitely get a lot of people's attention because it's a god.
Also, good way to
Sacrilege.
bring down the red.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
And we don't want to break down the red. We want to cause enough
Because
of a
yes, you would
distraction
cause.
to pull the team,
Yeah.
but we do not want to
You'd
bring down
100%
we don't
get
wanna
all of
the
those
attention.
people like, yeah, let's take care of this, but
We don't want to
also.
get the attention of the red, and we don't want to get the attention of the Dragonlance.
Yeah. Actually, who knows if you'd get the attention of the army at that point and they wouldn't be like,
Actually,
Nope,
drawing off
not
dragons
it.
might be good. Drawing them off.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a giant beacon.
But
in a
it-
good distance away.
Exactly.
But that's just me
I-
thinking. And we know nothing good comes when I think.
I think if we were in an area with fortifications of our own, maybe that could be a plan, but we're not.
Right.
We're in an area where we're camped out in the middle of nothing. We have
Right.
nowhere to hide, we have nowhere to go. If we had somewhere to hide, that'd be a great plan. If we had like a castle, we were inside of it, fortifications, walls, blah, blah, that'd be a great plan because, yeah, we could draw the red and the whole army out and off that way. But what we would do, it sounds good, but I think it's the same thing as if I were to do it. If we're gonna pull the red down, they're super vengeful. He's going to fry everything.
Probably the only reason that he hasn't come down yet is he doesn't perceive
This
the
is a
Alaman
threat.
army as an
Right.
actual threat yet. There is a chance that when you attack, that he may get involved,
Yeah.
or
Or
That
may
being
not.
said, with all of that conversation, I warned Derek too. Because Derek utilizes some magic and there has been aspects of Paladin on him too, so he needs to be mindful of that.
So,
I had that thought.
Derek, we're sure that this messenger is a completely trustworthy person. Just FYI, like
Yes, absolutely.
forward. Okay. I do think that it will be important for us to tell these people. Then we're talking about plans and stuff. But when you head back, I need you to let everyone know that there is a possibility that just because a dragon shows up, there is a copper one that may show up. Maybe don't try to kill that.
Okay.
It's on our side. It's important. I just would rather them not be fighting something that's on our side. That's not important.
Well, make sure they know that if a copper dragon shows up, that it's on our side.
Thank you. It sounds like a major illusion though is a really good idea of just more troops, extra troops. If they've got mages that can do that,
And they do.
we could draw them away. The Wind's End, like you said that it's lightly guarded. How lightly?
He says there's maybe 2 or 3 officers and probably 10, maybe 15 regular soldiers.
Okay, so a small, okay. How, rough estimate, how long will it take us to get into the tunnels and into the city?
As far as getting into the city, this depends. The tunnels are a little bit of a maze.
Okay.
But if you are posted near Wind's End when we start our distraction,
Mm-hmm.
you can get through it very quickly, and in a matter of minutes, really.
Okay. So even though it's a maze, so there's
The
something.
tunnels are a maze for sure.
Okay.
Getting to the mouth of the tunnel that's at Wind's End,
Right.
that is a matter of minutes, just getting to that point. There's, you go to it's where they're actually stabling some of the Dragonels.
Mm.
We've seen them lifting off and landing there. There's a tunnel within that stables that they've been using to kind of push refuse down.
Awesome.
So we could go in and like release the Dragonels and cause some chaos too.
That'd be handy.
So, what I'm hearing, just making sure I understand what I'm hearing right. We don't actually need them to cause that distraction yet anyway, though, because if we have them cause that distraction now, all we need to do is we need to like rile up the Dragonelles and release them or something to get that 15 or so people.
Yeah, but the moment that you do that,
They're
Okay.
gonna know something's up.
they're gonna know something's up, and they're gonna come investigate.
Terrible idea.
Okay. I'm asking a question for
I
you.
understand. Wasn't a personal attack.
So, what do you think? Should we go get the cannon? Do we want to worry about that at all? Do we want to just do this with some illusion magic and
Do
hope we don't draw?
Do we have 4 days?
Do we have 4
Do
days?
we really feel like we have that?
Let's do it, let's put it
Is
to a
the
vote.
question.
I mean, they got here maybe half a day before we did. So they haven't had long to start searching. And as we said, it's as big as Calaman, from what we can tell.
So if there's
It'll take them a few days to just do the top level. So this is a half-buried city.
Okay. So would you be willing
Let's
to
put it to a
side, or
vote.
you think it's okay,
We also have to remember this.
potentially?
If this,
I'll ride with you.
I don't have any problem doing it potentially. That's not the issue at
Well,
all.
I'll ride with so that the pirates know that you're good.
My thought was we could see if anyone has any of the haste potions left.
I
'Cause I
have
can always
plenty.
use that to try to move things along a
They
little
only
quicker.
last a minute.
And that won't help a lot. It'll just
Mhm.
never mind. Won't do anything because we don't have enough of them for it to do really anything significant.
Do we have 4 days?
Yeah.
we also
Yeah,
need
that's-
to remember this. If the Forge Master is here, I'm fairly certain he has, wherever he's doing, he has something fortified where they're not easily going to find him. He is a Forge Master for a reason. That means he has crafted something that will cause a distraction or disrupt their army.
Yeah, I think
I
he's
don't
right
think-
there.
I don't think the Forge Master has actually crafted anything. He didn't come here to hide. He didn't come here to make himself known. He's hiding. Anything forged by a craftsman like this would be noticeable. He's trying to hide. He's not going to make himself seen at all. I don't think there's anything waiting.
I know if he is one of Riorce's, he probably does or has something tucked away. He wouldn't
Possibly.
make himself
Till
easy.
you find him, you won't know the answer to
Right.
that.
So, I say we put it to a vote. Do we wait the 4 days, or do we work with what we have right now and go in? All in favor of the 4 days?
I mean, I like the armies.
How are we voting?
Chances
It's not
better
a-
with a
okay.
cannon and the illusion.
Raise your
versus-
hand if
We're
you want.
voting.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait the 4 days and bring the cannon and the gnome flanger? Raise your hand if it's a yes.
Do we really think it's going to make that much difference?
Or one.
It's a vote. You either believe it's going to work or not.
Mhm.
That's one. 1 4.
All opposed?
That'd
Go
be
in
everybody
now.
else.
Raise your hand.
So
Yeah.
I look at the kids, what do they say?
And yeah, what
Oh,
is
they're
the
gone.
lesson?
don't play that. That's not good.
I
No,
do,
No,
look,
they're-
I do look at Kavesson and Fertella. They have the vote. Do they vote to go in now, or do they vote to wait the 4 days?
Vesson says, I'm on a mission, and I'm going to see that mission through.
Yeah.
I know how these things work.
Keveston's gonna know whether we're about
I think we can slip past them with enough of a distraction.
Then we work with what we have.
Let's do it.
Derek?
Kavesson, who was afraid of the dark like last week and sleeping in my bosom, is like, I
Dreams-
got this.
He's a
Dreams
weirdo.
do things to people.
I mean, he's
Specifically
taken a
young
prisoner.
men.
I feel like that did things to him. I mean,
I guess so.
He did see a god.
Dreams happen.
Fair.
what does the dark hold now?
Kavesson.
Like,
And Cubby.
I was gonna say that's right there, but and Cubby. Yeah, those- yeah.
We just tell Derek, nod, and say, let's get prepared.
Okay, well, he looks at each of you
Clubby
and
now, not.
I look at Durin.
Clubby.
Clubby,
Stabby.
Stabby.
You wanna get
Ah,
yourself some new
Stabby.
armor?
Yes.
People be like,
That's
Abby?
gonna take some time.
Maybe you should get yourself outfitted before this attack.
It's not gonna get to take time, it's gonna have to be what has to happen,
Okay.
because
Yeah, has he fixed all of our stuff?
sounds like,
Durin over there?
Yeah.
Durin who defied his god to his face?
Twice.
you might
Shit,
wanna
my
ask
arm
your
doesn't
kid
work.
to fix it.
Yeah, you might not
You
have.
might wanna
the
ask
arm
Kavessa
anymore.
if he can fix it.
Can Kevesson fix my arm?
He can try.
If you make it explode, I'm gonna cry.
I will assist him.
No, you won't.
Wow. Wow. Darn.
I will assist him.
Listen, if Riors has deemed you unworthy and forsaken you, the only thing you're going to do is anger him while Kavesson attempts to get Reverence's arm working.
Nah.
Put your pride to the side and focus on the mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you said that to.
I understand that.
Oh, okay. Alright.
If Kavesson still has a good rapport with Riors, you should allow him to do it and stay out of it.
Mind you,
Nice.
I will remember this.
Kavesson,
I'll
if you
remember this.
and I approach Kavesson if you so choose.
I will remember this statement. For the time you do something foolish.
Uncle Durin has taught me very well, and while I don't exactly understand his current point of view,
Nobody does.
I am not swayed in that way, and I think that Riorix will guide my hammer.
That's such a grown-up thing to say. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. So I'll try. It's the best I can do.
Are you too old for hugs?
You want to give him the hug before or
They're
after
never
you
too
take your
old for
arm off?
hugs, whatever they want. God, I'm sorry.
He's like looking around. He's like,
Hug your mother.
Yeah, he'd give you a hug. And as he's hugging you, he detaches your arm. That's my boy.
The whole weight shifts.
He wanted the hug, he just wanted to make sure no one saw that he wanted the hug.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just, yeah, I understand. Thank you, just thank you.
Yeah. So he goes to work on your arm to get it fixed, get it working again. Durin, you can find weapons and armor to outfit yourself.
So what I will be doing with that?
Yeah.
I will be etching runes into the armor and into the weapon. Because although Rior's left me, I have this power before he came to me.
Really?
Did you?
Did
Yes. I
sure
was
about
making
that?
Durin arrows before I met Rior's.
Maybe. Were you sure
Somebody
about
was
it?
giving him power. It wasn't you. He was waiting on you.
I don't know.
But you didn't know that,
You know
so
what?
you
You know
know.
what?
He
Maybe-
was a god, he's
maybe
pulling
he-
your strings before you even know he's pulling your strings.
I don't know, maybe go chat with Layla about how to get on the good side of her god. Seems like your soul got sold.
Yeah.
Slayla's like, don't come talk to me about that. I'm still, yeah.
I'm still on the shit list.
No.
All right. So it takes Kavessa about a couple hours, 2 hours, and he gets it and he goes, I think this will do it, and he reattaches it, and you can feel the magic work immediately, and you suddenly have use of your arm.
You are so
All right.
talented. Good
I
job.
was mostly just following what Uncle Durin did before.
Well, then you're very skilled. Good job.
I'm good at copying, but I want to create.
We'll get you there. First things first, though, right?
Hey, does
Right.
your stone still work?
Does that?
Because Kavesson's made it, not you.
No. Rior's being pissy.
Whoa, okay.
jeez.
You know, I feel like you're talking that way. It's not the way to.
And that's why he's never getting his powers back. I mean, my powers back.
I want to give Cubby the dagger I have.
She doesn't want it.
You know my dagger?
She pulls out the
Yeah.
new ones that
It's like,
Zeal gave her. Cubby have new daggers.
yeah.
You can always have more. Don't you have ankle straps?
She's already acquired more daggers
Yeah,
since
she-
she's been here.
There's
Well, I
got
don't know
like
what to do for
50
you.
of them at this point.
I love you so much, and I want you to be prepared.
She looks, she goes, just love Cubby, the way she is.
Oh.
I love you the way you are, Cubby. You're wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, what does Fertala do?
Fertala has been
little
quiet the whole
pirate
time.
band.
She's observed it. She's not a craftsman, so she has no part in that. She's not
Oh, she wants to
an
go to the
assassin.
I do
Yeah.
want to take some time with Fertella and see if she's been practicing with the dancing lights.
Oh, she can do it without thinking now. She's got them, and she does new variations on them. She surprises you by producing 2 that are lion-shaped.
Aww.
She puts it away. She goes, and I've learned some new tricks too.
So have I.
We've all grown.
If you worship Paladin,
Oh my lord.
you can get a Dragonmark.
Let me pass my test at the tower first. Maybe I'll specialize in dragons.
I think that's a big plan.
And you can cast like Mom.
And I think what I'm going to do, just because she needs something to do, I am going to, I don't know, I can create an object for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would create an arcane focus for her, something that is just special for her. Maybe an orb. I think I'd create an orb that has dancing lights just like in it all the time for her brother in the past.
Sure. So that's what you do during your time. But after 2 hours, sky starts to grow dark, and Derek comes to you, to each of you. He says, I hate that we always seem to be parting like this. Me riding off to face certain death, and you riding off to face uncertain death.
Hey. Listen, just because you're not better than us, all right?
Whoa.
There's a high probability we're gonna die too.
Yeah, but I just won't ever know about it.
You're going to know.
You'll know.
Maybe.
If
Do you
If
think
you
Reverence
see-
won't come back to you if she's alive?
if
There
you
we go.
see the shining light in the sky along with a dragon on the inside of the city, chances are we're about to die.
Right. Well, in that case,
Isn't that cheerful
I
remark?
am off to lead distraction,
To certain death.
and you're off to save the world.
I just brought you back 2 days ago. Don't die.
He won't.
He might.
He has that necklace.
Anything.
Mm.
Oh, he does. Don't die. We have plans.
You too.
I'm not going anywhere.
You better not.
She'll be fine, Derek.
Teehee.
All right. So Derek leaves and takes his people with him, and you can see them heading towards the. Really, they're actually heading towards the coastline. So they're going to have the coast between them and the army. But it's going to draw, if this works, given what you've all suggested, what they've prepared for. If this works, you'll have a few minutes of clear that you can get through and into the tunnels. And it should draw people out of the city. But we'll see. So on that note, who wants to roll deception? You're
I would
going to
say
be
Layla's probably the best
before I go any further. This is to see how successful the army is at diverting the Red Dragon army.
I'd
So
say
whoever rolls it, you are rolling it for the whole army.
I'd say Layla has the best.
I I am not proficient at that.
Cubby.
Really?
Right?
You say deception or performance?
No, it is deception.
Deception.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, it was not something I
I got
got
a
to be
4.
proficient
Yeah,
at.
Yeah, well,
deception.
what is your plus though?
I got a +4.
She's got a 5.
Got a 5.
Is that really the highest?
Not me.
Oh, I thought,
Derek doesn't do deception.
I do.
I thought maybe
Derek.
they're,
He does.
Darrow doesn't do
Yeah.
upset.
I do insight and perception. That's my job.
yeah, I'm pretty good at perception too, investigation, but just not deception. But
All
okay,
right.
I can roll.
Plus it.
I can roll.
I give you a bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Nope.
And that gives
I
me.
can't give a bard. Okay.
Nope.
Sorry.
Ah, rude.
Okay.
I give you guidance.
Oh, cause you'd have to do it on the whole.
It's for the all army.
It's not gonna, like,
I
guide
play a
whatever
song
you
of rest
do.
before they leave.
Can I give her guidance?
No,
No.
this is for the whole army. This
The
is
whole
not
army.
Layla rolling.
No.
This
Do I
is
get
the
to use
army.
my deception
Yes, you're
bonus,
using
though?
your deception bonus.
16 on the die, so that makes it a 21.
Awesome.
Okay. You watch as the Kalaman army sounds a horn and begins marching towards the cliff face in a rapid succession. This isn't just like a steady, slow
Oh no.
rank and file. They suddenly rush and pour towards the cliff face, which is enough to draw attention and excitement as you hear the horns of the Red Dragon army sounding. And suddenly there is a tide of red, like a red river of blood running out of the canyon towards the army. This is your chance.
Alright, let's move.
We
Go.
Let's
Okay,
go.
Let's go.
Okay. As you enter this ramshackle outpost, the grounds are empty. You can see the stables clearly. You can definitely smell the smell of Dragon Ale.
Oh.
And it would appear that there are some within the stables. What do you do?
I say someone with the best animal handling should go in and open the pens.
I have a +3.
Nope, not more than that.
Go for it.
I got a 5 on that.
I do too.
Now you can give her guidance and bardic inspiration on
I
this
have a
roll.
6.
I was gonna
Alright,
say.
then it's on you. Now, I do check. We're like, now, are you overcome with rage? Do these ones need to die? Like the last one?
These ones don't seem to be directly doing anything. I don't love that they're alive, but yeah. It would be easier for them to leave and cause more of a distraction as wandering creatures than it would be for us to kill them all.
I don't wanna kill them.
I love this character growth for you. Proceed, please. Inspiration.
Okay, there you go. Wow, Syed Astral having civil words.
We're gonna die.
Yes, most definitely.
That's the end
You have
there.
a D8
Just on to the
inspiration.
end times.
Okay, so a D8 for inspiration, you said?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
I need that tower.
and what's guidance do?
Guidance is a default.
And remember, you have 10 fate die available to you.
Yeah.
Let's see, that is 18, 19.
Okay, you have 10 fate die available to you if you want to roll any. I'm not saying whether or not that roll succeeded or failed until you tell me if you want to use a fate
Oh,
die.
wait, I'm sorry. That's 19. I didn't add my actual numbers. Haha. It was 19 on the die, plus my numbers is 25.
You have fate die available
Okay.
to you. No, I'm
All
just
right.
saying, I'm just
Here's-
kidding.
here's
25 is enough.
Alright.
Let it ride.
Yeah,
Double down.
We'll work. 25 feels like enough, and if it's not, I mean, I don't know.
it is. So you get up close. They can smell the apex predator in the area coming close, and they cow down to you.
Good.
Mm.
All I'll do is open their, since we've decided that we just want to let them go at this time, we'll just open their doors, and they are just animals. They don't have any intelligence to them.
Not really.
I would just open their doors and shoo them out, and hope that they just kind of run.
Okay.
Run 'em up.
So suddenly, Dragonels leave the stables, and
We can block the sides and stuff and kind of.
yep,
Yep.
and that's exactly what happens. They yip right on out of there.
Move on in.
Enough? Alright, we can get in there then.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
I knew you could do a sign.
Well done.
Thanks.
You see in a cargo stuffed alcove at the north end of the Dragonel pens, there's several loose boards covering a hole. From it rises a foul smell.
You.
Is that a poop
Yep.
hole?
Yeah, it is.
Where we need
We had
to
a
go.
Where are we
poop
gonna go?
situation in another campaign. I was not
I'm going
impressed.
to turn to
Why did
Kevessin.
we decide to go through this one instead of the
And
one in the end?
yeah, I turned to Kevessin. I was like, yeah,
Is it
pool.
shorter?
And they were
It's
telling you
smelly.
which way to go.
Not yet.
Alright.
And they've been up here searching since they got here, right?
Yep.
It's time to go down.
The boards are easily moved, revealing a 5-foot wide passageway that winds down and towards the cliff in a sloping pattern.
You said there was some crates and stuff kind of blocking the way.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they're stacked just right to cover that hole from view. People just walk in.
Excellent. You want to throw me a stealth just for,
Sure. Why not?
just to make sure, see how well you hide it.
How about a 26?
Ooh, that's pretty well. Okay, who's first?
I put the crates in the shape of an
I'll go
arrow.
first.
The other direction.
Okay, so you drop down into a pitch dark hole that slides down. It goes. It's not as deep. It's not like a like a 30-foot drop into nothing. It's like literally like a 10-foot sort of slope that you really slide instead of sloping.
No thanks.
I'm gonna recommend we don't light a fire.
Into darkness.
those that can't see.
Do that
You
dark vision.
you are in a. Thankfully, because of your dark vision, you're able to see. But yeah, you're in a passage of ancient stone. Definitely natural stone from the cliff face and everything, but leading towards the canyon itself. Who's next?
So
This
I'll
stone.
I'll light a torch.
What am I dwarven?
Oh,
see?
is the dwarf going to use stone cutting?
What?
Let's do it.
Oh, my
Yes.
I will light a torch for everybody before they get down. So
Isn't this place like full of gas?
Methane?
Yeah. Aren't we gonna explode if you light a torch?
Only one way to find out.
Because he's
Oh, he's in my
sparking away over here. No, it's not that bad. There's enough ventilation. That it's
Sweet.
just it just stinks for bad.
Like
So you're stone cutting. What you got over there?
What do I gotta roll for?
You're gonna need to roll me a perception or a knowledge nature. Take your pick.
Perception. Yeah, that's not good. That's a 13.
Now remember, you do have 10 dice.
Yeah,
in
I
the face
was
roll.
like, yeah, I'm probably gonna use one.
All right,
why
cool.
don't you give yourself guidance?
I thought they were.
He said he was gonna use a fate die.
I thought they were called Durin
Determine
die.
the stone.
That means you have 9 left.
Great.
That's
Niner.
18.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so this stone, when I say it's ancient stone, this stone outlasted the cataclysm.
Mmm.
Predates the cataclysm.
It does.
It's an old mountain.
I could do
A
a lot
ridge.
of this. I'm
Focus.
No.
going to take out my pickaxe.
No.
That's
We
gonna.
don't have time for this.
No time,
You're-
Doran.
You're
If
casting
you're
summon
down-
monster? I dig it.
There's always time.
You know what, we're just.
No.
There is not.
I
You know what, I
walk past
prefer
it
to
and just
sneaking
keep going.
around.
So who else is down?
Yeah, I can go.
Me,
Who's, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I go behind us.
I'm going to assume at this point everybody is entering this tunnel. No
Yes.
one is
Yep.
staying behind.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
No,
I'm
I'm
arranging the crates, I'll
behind
go.
getting me
You're in
some
the,
stone.
It's
you're
in
in
the
the
tunnel.
tunnel then,
Yeah.
because the stone's in
It's
the
in the
tunnel.
Right.
Well, I'm getting the tunnel. I'm getting
Goodness
the
I'm
stone.
getting that
Okay, so
tunnel.
you're-
I will take up the rear minus this one because I'm leaving him.
All right, so Durin, you're going to stay back and start chiseling away at the rock.
Damn it, Durin.
Durant,
The rest of you continue on.
Yep.
do we need to roll a perception to hear Durant hitting said rocks?
Oh no, everybody can hear it. It's a nice,
You're
loud,
supposed
pinging
to
sound.
do this stealthily, and you're.
Oh, don't worry, that's going to have an effect later on.
I'm sure you're
Doing.
How many of it do I get?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Can Kevesson maybe just knock him out? I feel like he would do that. with his
Kevesson
mind.
I
can't
can
knock
knock
him
him
out.
out.
He's not a warrior yet.
I can.
Just feels like it would be more insulting.
I cast silence
Let's
around
do it.
Durin.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Suddenly,
Learning them spell slots, huh?
yep, suddenly
Well,
the,
he did something silly, so I don't want to die in
You
here.
should be used to it at this point.
I'm not used to dying.
I'm dead to it.
I'm not used to dying.
With the silence.
All right, so Durin, you chip away at the rock and you get a handful of ancient stone. So this passage from Wind's End runs through ancient stone, winding through darkness, that at the edge of your torchlight is alive with skittering insects.
Oh,
After traveling for hundreds of feet, you pass a large seam in the wall, after which the rock's texture abruptly changes. But the tunnels continue on.
does that mean anything
What
to?
does the texture change mean there?
It's like a Durant
Durin?
question.
Oh, left me.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Because you were making a silly decision and we told you no.
I turn around and go, where's Durin?
Back that way. He decided he was gonna start.
How
chipping at them.
interesting of a change is it?
A very interesting change.
Mother fluffer.
What would be a roll?
Well, you'd either need stone cunning so you could actually identify what's happened here, or you're going to need a really good investigation.
Oh, I'm on that.
Mine's a -1, so you
It's
go
about
at
a
it.
change in the stone.
Oh, but then I had to roll that. I got a 14.
Would you
Can
like
you
to
use a
use a
nature?
fate die?
I can
No.
give him a help action.
Damn it, Durin.
Can I give him a help
Stone
action?
is not my forte here.
He's already rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to call it first. We can't use a nature on it?
If you had stone cunning, you could.
Mother fluffer. Okay.
If only you had a dwarf. Stone cunning.
Guys, I think we have to go back and get Durant.
Somebody
For
grab
what?
Durin.
Layla,
No, I.
Go
back
What-
He's
what
making
is
tough
the-
decisions.
what
I'm
is
just
the
gonna let him
purpose?
make him from now on.
I don't know. This feels. This
Fine. You know what?
feels
I'll
not
go get
okay.
Durin.
Yeah,
This
If
change
we don't come
right
back,
here.
wait longer.
his party splitting stuff.
If you don't come back, don't
What?
wait up. Got
He
So,
said
so
wait
there's a
longer.
change in the stone.
Oh,
What is the
no.
problem? I don't understand. What is the significance?
I don't know either, but something's not right.
I think we're all just being a bit paranoid.
Oh, gee, I wonder why. How many times have you died?
I know.
How many times have you died?
I mean, it might mean that they could, like, you know, hit a part of the wall and bring everything down. And they don't mind sacrificing a few of their people.
Or it
In-
could just mean it's been
Just because
smoothed out
there's a
and someone
simple
rebuilt
change in
it.
the stone?
I don't know anything about stone, do you?
But
And two people said, ooh, look at this, we need Durin.
what
So-
I'm asking is, did the type of stone change, or does it appear like structurally different? That's what I'm asking.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay.
So can he,
So it's very different.
retrieve Durin?
Yeah, I'm going back to get Durin.
Durin, you've long since started to follow down the tunnel the way that your party went when you see Darrow approaching.
I've seen all the wonders. I could be in here for a very long time. I'm truly excited.
Yeah?
This is ancient.
You need to come
stone.
see this stone over
This
here. It's
stone?
even better than this stone.
Like, it's the structure, the layout?
Yeah, but just keep in mind I don't know anything about stone, but it looks cooler than this stone, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I gather up all the stone and put it in my backpack that I picked up.
All right, you got a backpack full of rocks.
Why are you moving slower?
Because this is ancient stone.
Okay. Well, if you like that stone, you finally arrive to see the party just standing just beyond where there's a large seam in the tunnel, which your stone cutting reveals that the passage ahead formed naturally. But the surrounding rock never existed within this part of the world.
This is truly fascinating. So this particular rock is not found has never been found within this region, but for some reason it's within this region. That could only mean that something unnatural has happened in a natural setting.
The cataclysm.
No, because this back here is predated before the cataclysm.
And this is different.
But this?
Very much different.
Is this older or newer?
This is newer.
It's newer than the stone you were in, but this stone has never existed within the northern wastes.
This particular stone has never existed here before. So
What does that
Something
mean?
unnatural like the cataclysm.
something beyond the cataclysm has done something like this.
Okay.
This is like transmutation.
Okay.
That's not a good thing.
So
Because something was able to structurally change this to this degree, down this far down, that's not a good thing. That means some
far be it from me to act like I didn't understand, but the cataclysm quite literally reshaped the entire world of Kryn, did it not?
as far as we know, but it never went.
But so you don't think the cataclysm could have resulted in some rock being put in a
But
place?
for it to be this far down is
Oh, okay.
different.
It
Okay.
reshaped the world the way an earthquake does, not the way a wizard would.
You think it's gonna collapse? Is it safe to
So-
proceed?
No, this seems to be safe.
Perfect.
Alright. We'll keep an eye on it, will you?
This seems like a
Keep
very
an eye on the rock
interesting
here.
No, not right here, as we go.
Okay,
be
he
more
wants you to
specifically, as
follow,
we go.
but in case we find any more interesting rocks, he wants you to stay close to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try.
We might
There could
find
be
even
something
more
even
interesting
better
rocks.
And
ahead.
then we can come back this way and you can check it out on the way back.
Yeah,
So you
that's-
travel for several hundred more feet, and as I said, there's natural stone, but the floor smooths out and becomes worked in the same stone, but you've definitely reached what must be the foundation level of the City of Lost Names. You are currently traveling below a city that was lost to time, that was lost to disaster. You are probably the first people to actually step foot in these chambers and these tunnels since the cataclysm.
That's
Pull up my little,
pretty cool.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
gonna
pretty
do
cool.
this later.
That's
Pull up my little
terrifying.
chisel.
Did the scouts that found this not come down the tunnel?
Nope.
Okay.
They found it and went, aha, we're
Yeah,
not
they-
going down there.
They said they were
Okay.
worried about going any further because they were worried they would alert somebody.
I'm gonna.
Are the kids with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I am scared for us. I was gonna be like, I'm not scared for us, I'm scared for deer. I'm scared for us.
Sure, child services is gonna throw us in prison.
It's noticeable at this point as you're beginning to really get into the foundation here, that the tunnel that you're currently walking in was possibly at one time a hallway of some sort. It's 10 foot high. And it's starting to show there's another type of stone worked in, as you're starting to see worked marble that's actually forming pillars and looks like beams in the ceiling. But curiously, all of the floors, the whole architecture of the place seems to be slightly tilted.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be like kind of resting at an angle almost.
Like it suffered from a collapse or something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No illumination whatsoever other than what you have with you.
Does this look okay, Darren?
I believe now we should probably be a little bit more careful where we walk, because for it to be at a tilt, there may possibly be cracks in the foundation.
Makes sense.
So who's in front?
Would you like to
I mean-
go first then?
Darrow. Darrow's in front. Darrow, remind me, what is your passive perception?
19.
Good. Darrow, you're leading the party now.
Excuse me, it's 18. I have terrible eyesight.
Even better. You're leading the party. You have everybody behind you, trusting in your ability to assess threat and risk. And you can see that approximately 60 feet in front of you, the tunnel you're in suddenly forks.
Got a fork in the road ahead, guys. I say kind of
Pick it
low.
And you realize this is probably what they were talking about. Tunnels being kind of a maze.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Only somebody could make a map.
I know, right? Let's see. Do I have
I don't have that.
paper and pen?
I have a map.
That doesn't help you though.
I can take a piton
Mm-hmm.
and mark the walls of which way we've traveled. If we ever have to double back.
Okay, cool. Anybody in here have knowledge history?
I do.
You do.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a roll.
Let's go, man.
20. Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice. As you, Darrow's leading, being very cautious and everything, and you're enjoying the stone. This is your home territory. Finally, no more open skies, no more ships on the water. Finally, just a dark, dirty hole in the ground, surrounded by an ever-encompassing stone that could collapse on you at any minute and bury you
There should be
forever
Hey,
in
you left
silence
that part
and
out.
darkness.
I'm in peace.
There should be a Durin shirt that says, "I dig a dark, dirty hole."
I agree. We need a lot of Durin merch. But you realize, given your love of stone and your knowledge of worked stone, that the marble pillars and cross beams and things that you're seeing are actually starting to take on a style. And you recognize this as an Istarian style. This is the city of Istar that was destroyed by a stone from the heavens and sunk into the ocean. This is done in a very similar sort of style. You have truly passed into a historical city.
Confess it, my boy.
And with that, you also know that
His boy.
the Astarians, the reason that they were punished by the gods is because of their arrogance and their
Did they talk back to their gods?
Probably.
Well, there's a lot of that, but they also believe themselves higher than their gods because they believe they had mastered all that magic had to offer, and that the gods had nothing that they could provide any longer. The god king himself, the god priest of Istar, was one of the most powerful magic users in the world. And you realize immediately, if we're in a place like that, then it would stand to reason that the magic that they used at the time may still survive. So if there are any sort of deterrents lying around in wait, that they would be of a magical nature.
I relay all that to the party. And I look at Reverence. Are you able to detect magics, ancient magic, powerful magic? Because the Astarians would basically have laid traps here, and it'll be of the magical sense.
I have find traps, detect magic.
I believe y'all both probably need to run those in tandem.
How long does find traps last?
I'm looking.
So with my nifty new slot powers, I can do detect magic at will.
Cool.
So I can just keep that a running.
It's 120 feet,
Excellent.
It's instantaneous, so it doesn't last a long time.
but it's 120 feet, so I can. And it's anything. It's alarms with warding, actual traps, but it won't reveal weaknesses in like stone or wood or something like that.
Marvelous.
30 foot, 10 minutes. I'll walk in the front with Reverence so that ours can kind of go together.
Okay. So Reverence
The biggest.
and Slayla begin their magical casting at the urging of Durin. And Reverence, you pick it up before Slayla does because it is beyond her range. At the fork, there is a magical glyph.
Ooh.
Do I know what the glyph is?
It is a glyph of warding.
There's a glyph of warding at the fork here.
Mm. I don't think I can disarm that. And set it off.
I can't dispel it.
How close do you want to get?
I mean, I can, within 30 feet, will.
Right, that's when
Let
it'll
me
ping on
start
your
to-
detect magic.
Which will let me start to.
Do you want to get within 30 feet of it?
I'll have everybody else stay back and I'll get within 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if I get hit by something, I have a higher chance than you guys of at least surviving.
You approach, you're focused, you're looking for it, you know where it's at, you're just waiting for it to hit the edges of your spell. And as you approach a fork in the tunnel, the walls suddenly burst into green flame that rushes towards you. Spectral dragon heads erupt from the flames, and the corridor fills with furious, hissed words that, thankfully, somebody who speaks Draconic understands.
Yes!
And in Draconic,
Yes.
they accuse your characters of trespassing, calling you desecrators and betrayers.
Oh my.
And you can feel them gathering some sort of ancient magical destruction as if they are about to breathe death down upon Slayla.
Maybe we should go the other way.
Okay.
So
I thought this was the fork in the road.
it seems
It
like
is the fork in the
So
road.
there is no other way.
There are two different ways you could go from here. Yes.
if I attempt to speak to them, they don't. Do they seem at all sentient, or is this just an effect that's been left here?
What would you like to do?
No. Tell them no. We seek to remove those attempting to desecrate this area.
Persuasion.
You got this.
I
Sing at things.
give the help action by saying that we were
Hold on.
sent.
Do you translate what the dragon heads are saying?
I understand Draconic.
Oh, you understand
Oh,
Draconic.
yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
understand
Okay, so you both do. So yes, you do understand. You can
So I
you can
the
give her the
action.
help. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I needed to.
Okay, that's 25.
Nice.
Very nice. So DC was actually a 16. You successfully calm the draconic spirits down.
Wow. Hell yeah, Sai.
And
That's handy.
around
Right.
later, they vanish.
Nice.
All right.
Good job, Si.
Thanks.
Question is,
I'm
do we
excited.
go that way? Or do we go the other way?
If
So,
I mean, they took the time to protect this way, so.
I'm gonna pull Kavesin up and I'm gonna see if Kavesin knows has a pull on which way he wants to go.
he focuses and he says, I can't tell.
Nothing yet.
There's a pull, but it's like trying to pull me through the rock.
Where?
Well, let's not go that way.
Where?
Straight through?
Where?
Straight through and up.
I'll examine the wall. Where's
Okay.
the point at?
Give me a perception or investigation. Sorry.
So the detect magic doesn't got anything?
You don't
20.
see anything magical after the glyph. The glyph is still permanently there, though.
Great, what are you
You know it
talking
will
about?
activate again 24 hours from now.
Oh, well.
20.
20. You
Yeah,
find no
marbles.
secret doors, no secret staircases, no secret passages. Layla says there's no magic
Must
here.
be something deeper then.
Mhm.
And the
Well, that's
glyph,
pulling it up. If we're in the foundation,
Now,
he's wanting to go back.
is
this way.
one of the passageways kind of sloping up, maybe?
No, one goes to the left, one
Right.
goes to the right, and they're both still at that sort of tilted angle.
Okay.
Was the glyph in a direction or was it at?
It was at the
No,
fork.
it's at the fork.
that's what,
Okay,
and I
so
will
it's
warn
guarding
them of
bolt
the
left
24-hour
hand.
Okay.
That's what I was
reactivation.
asking.
Yeah.
I'll warn everybody else about the 24-hour reactivation for the glyph.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the fork,
Yeah.
and as I stand between both of them,
Mhm.
I'm going to first see if I can feel wind coming from either side.
You feel no wind.
Next, I'm going to then put my head to the ground and see if I can hear anything coming from either way.
You hear nothing.
What about the stones? Or are they still made out of the same type of stones, or are they
Mhm.
different?
Nothing's changed.
Is there anything else on the wall where the glyph is, or is it just that?
There's nothing on the walls.
So
And the glyph is invisible.
I'd
It's
say-
just a magical thing.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell Kavesin, it's like, we trust Papa one time. We had a game back on Deva that we would used to play when the kids were on their first missions. Care for me to try?
Sure.
Need you to close your eyes.
She does. Or he
And
does.
I
sorry.
close his eyes and I just spin him in circles, get him dizzy. And when I stop him, like, just start walking.
Okay, he's walking back the way you came.
No. You can't do that way, Kavesin.
Wait, we did that wrong.
This way. Which way? We can't go backwards. You're going backwards. It can't be that way. Is it that way?
No,
Right.
but now I want to be sick.
You can't. I didn't spin you that fast. You're an adventurer, right?
Adventurers still get sick.
They
Nah,
really
not
do.
like that.
Just do it over to the wall.
Do we have, where's the
Okay.
Dragonlance?
Kevesson has it.
Is
He
it-
has the head of the Dragonlance.
Besson, can you hold the Dragonlance in your hand and concentrate and try to feel the power coming from it?
So he does. He says, it's still telling me the same thing. It says I need to be higher,
Yeah.
but there's nowhere to go. It's either we go this way or we go this way.
That's correct.
Let's go right, and then we look for a way up.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Is that what everybody wants to do? Anybody want to go left?
Nope.
I start going right.
All right.
Nope. We're all
I
going
go
right
left.
together. God
Durin
damn
goes
it,
left.
Durin.
Why?
Keep an eye
What
out
it-
for
what is-
what's going, anything leading
Because-
upwards.
What is the thought process behind Durin going
Durin
left?
wanted to split the party. That's why.
That's pretty much it.
True-
Any excuse
truly,
to split
why-
the party, he wants to
why-
do it.
Why is Durin deciding he wants to abandon the party now?
I'm not
He's been
deciding
wanting
to
to do
abandon
that.
the party.
You
I
are,
am
because
just deciding that if you guys are all saying the right best way to go, clearly
I
didn't
say right
say
is
that.
the best way to go. I just said we're gonna go right.
I choose to go left.
Cool.
Okay.
Why?
So, as you go right, you travel for about 40, 50 feet when the tunnel takes an abrupt left turn. And you emerge into a very large chamber. So large, in fact, that there's the crumbled remains of a building.
They're still checking with their dispel magics and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mismatched bones lie scattered around this large chamber. Though the cavern itself is somewhat natural, its ceiling has caved in, and with it, part of a building has fallen into the cavern. Inside the collapsed structure are strewn wooden heads and decaying hats.
wouldn't. Oh,
Hmm.
like a haberdashery.
Pattern. Yeah. Yep. Is there any way apparently past this or out of this chamber?
Up and through.
The two of you, with your, are you still doing find traps, or?
I would have to cast it again with a hit die.
Okay, so do you
but-
want to or no?
Yes. Yeah, I have
Interesting.
because of the dragon mark.
Oh yeah.
And with your detect magic,
Mm-hmm.
from within the crumbled remains of the building, there is a source of magic. And you detect that there is not a trap so much as a guardian.
Something's guarding it.
Now you can,
Where at?
Guarding what?
The building?
you see that aside from the building that has collapsed into here, there are 3 exits to this chamber. If you were to go right, that would lead to another large cavern area. If you were to go left, you would be approaching a flooded area. And if you were to go straight forward and pass through or around the outside of this building, it leads to another tunnel.
Chamber or tunnel?
Tunnel.
No, I'm asking everybody else. Chamber or tunnel?
We don't want to try to go up through the building?
But what about the
I
guardian?
thought you said
that
there was a
you
guardian.
We fight stuff all the time.
Doesn't mean
But
we have
we're
to.
trying to avoid it right now.
Okay. Tunnel or
Well, I mean, what type of guardian is it?
I can't tell.
You can't tell or you won't tell.
Can I tell?
You cannot tell.
I cannot tell.
Well, the last thing that we found, we were able to interact with it. Maybe it's something that can help us.
Possibly.
I'm thinking back of how often that happens.
So, hold on. Kevesson doesn't feel any particular pull towards this chamber, though.
So, he does feel a pull towards the north, towards the tunnel.
Okay, guys.
Tunnel, eh?
Well,
That's as good a decision as any.
Yeah.
let's go that way then.
Okay.
So we don't want to interact with the Guardian?
Does anybody want to try to go through the collapsed building?
Does
Maybe
anybody
try
want
on
a hat?
hats?
I don't need a hat.
That just.
I feel like this is a side quest we don't.
So if they
need
did
to
detect
run.
magic and the only magic they came from was the Guardian, then
Do I want to go try on hats? Absolutely. Do I think that is a choice for right now? Feels like a bad one for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should go with your intuition.
Okay.
No magic from the hats.
Nope.
Okay, then no, we're good.
Who knows? They might have magic.
unless Fertali wants a nice hat. she can just pick one up.
Unless for
Can I
don't see for being
check on him, so-
quest us with a hat.
Telepathy and check on him.
We'll get to that.
There's way too much
Well, you're
copper
just
in the
supposed to
walls.
make sure he's alive.
We'll get to that. We'll see if you get a response.
Okay.
Mhm.
New phone, who dis?
If
I'm
you
just
had
gonna
made him a
randomly
bad
go
guy and we're
Marco
yelling
to
at
him.
him because we think he's making silly decisions,
No,
That
he's
would
gonna-
be an evil DM move, wouldn't
yes,
it?
it
He's
would.
gonna 1v1
Uh-huh.
Reorx, and then Reorx is gonna possess his body, and then
That
Ah.
wouldn't be so bad.
I don't know. That could
I'll
be
say
good
this.
for that.
This has been in character for
That could be
during
good.
the entire
For us.
time.
no, it is. You
It
you
is?
suggested that we split the party at the very beginning, so the fact that you were splitting the party whenever you get an opportunity makes sense. It totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Astral has just stopped being frustrated by it. He's like, that's just what Durin does.
Layla was upset.
Darren,
She
Darren,
absolutely killed you at this point.
It's what he does, and
don't
everything
like
works
this on
out.
you.
So
You know, at this point, if he wants to leave the child that he is just so sure he is supposed to be
Who's
helping.
leading the party? Darrow.
Leia
No.
and Slayer.
Darrow and Slayla?
Because you have to detect magic.
Yeah, and
stuff.
I thought Reverence was up there, but she may be behind me. That's fine.
I only have so many hit die, so.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
She was the
I'm-
one who keeps spending spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was spell slots.
Clark's supposed to be in the middle.
Well, it's not spell slots when I use the hit die, but I only have so many, so I can use a spell slot or I can use the hit
I
die.
wasn't sure if it was a cantrip.
Not
It's
yet.
not.
No, I can't do it. Okay.
No.
Then you're
So you enter this tunnel,
Okay.
which immediately, as soon as you cut, it goes like 10 feet and immediately cuts again to the left, seeming to be running now more to the west than it was before. But
Still
the
pitch black,
natural
right?
stone, yes, there's been no illumination so far. The natural stone of this tunnel is pierced by enormous reptilian bones that they jut from the walls and from the ceilings of this place.
Hmm. Oh, be careful with those.
Any magic detected?
Arcana.
I look at Kavessa and I'm saying, you always get pulled into a graveyard.
13?
You never get pulled into like a music room.
So
Yeah.
the bones themselves once belonged to a magical
Zoo.
creature.
Okay.
Right?
But are they
It's
currently
always a
emitting
cemetery.
magic was the question. From my spell.
Your spell only detects that these were once a part of a magical creature, and are, because of that,
There's faint magic.
yeah, there's faint
associated.
magic all over it.
Okay.
Clever.
Can we roll something like
Perfect.
normal to see what this is?
Sure.
Oh my God,
Like-
So the
athletics or something.
Yeah, you can throw intelligence at this,
Intelligence.
given the
Yeah, you
information.
got that. No problem.
I'll take a look.
Nice.
13.
Excellent. Yeah, you have no idea.
He's really good.
Same thing I got.
Well, it's dead. So.
Can I roll on it?
Yeah.
Garrett likes me.
I'm
that
gonna
way,
throw.
so-
You're gonna throw
Of course he does.
intelligence as well, but with advantage.
Dragon
Things
lady.
that we know nothing about.
15.
15 is enough.
Nice.
These enormous reptilian bones that jut from the walls and from the ceiling and from near the floor area are in fact the ancient fossilized remains of
Grandma.
an ancient dragon.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Who's grandma?
Size grandma.
So hasn't told us yet.
So, just from that, do I also know if I would need to worry about any kind of like latent magic probably
Yes,
being flamed
absolutely.
into them?
Yeah, you think
Okay.
this is a very dangerous place for anyone to be.
Okay. So, we should try not to touch things.
Okay. I'm
And
with
for
you.
ourselves.
Hands to ourselves.
This is not a terribly safe place for us to be.
Chef's kiss, blow a kiss up to Paladine. But thank you for not having Dorian in here.
Maybe that's why.
As he would have touched all the things.
He would have touched
Touch all
everything
the
the moment I
things.
said, please don't touch it.
Continuing down the court. Or,
Yes. So
hallway.
You're going down the tunnel.
it
Yeah.
does look like though that there's space for us to safely move between.
Yes, but not like you could just walk down this hallway. You're going to be dodging around the bones.
Shimmying
From-
back
yeah.
and forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we have to take it slower, we have to
Take
take
it
it slower,
super
guys.
slow,
Please.
super careful.
Okay, so we're gonna have a party roll here. So one person is gonna roll for the entire party.
Not me.
One person rolls it. Okay, fine. Okay,
What are we
okay.
rolling?
Insight.
This is gonna be a dexterity saving throw.
I got that.
Okay.
Astral says he's rolling for you guys.
Fear.
What's
I would like
your
to
plus?
use my own roll.
Yeah,
No, what's your, you got a dexterity save? You got a good dexterity save?
Mine's only +8.
Okay. You
I'm
had-
here with negatives, and he's like +8.
I
I got a
know.
plus- I got a plus 6, but I got
Right,
advantage on
I feel you on
dexterity.
that one.
Yep.
Okay, I've got a plus. I've only
But
got a +2. So
I've been
not so far.
rolling really bad though.
My bad
That's
rolls.
what fake die
That's
is
what
for.
That is,
Fake
I was about to say, that is
Just
what
like-
fake die is for,
This
sir.
is how you're gonna roll them, and I was like, okay.
You got Daryl's +8, and then I got a +6.
You
for
chose.
advantage.
Hey, Dern, can I get some guidance? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Maybe make him give you some bardic inspiration.
I will
Yeah.
cheer you
I
on.
do have a bardic inspiration.
I'll take some bardic
I'll give
inspiration.
you a bardic inspiration.
All right.
Does quiet
What's the
cheering
addition
help?
on that one?
Just quiet cheering
What's
it
the
up.
addition on that one?
D8.
D8. I'm gonna roll that first.
Oh, good. With 14 minutes remaining too.
For
So
what?
I rolled
Oh,
a 7 on the bardic inspiration. So then we're gonna add it.
We're dead.
It's right here.
we're dying.
Uh-huh.
We're not dying.
We're not dying.
He said
We're not
14
dying.
minutes.
We got a 15 already. We're good.
What is 14 minutes after death?
23.
Nothing.
23.
Okay, see?
Okay. No death. No. Oh.
Thanks.
I don't want to
Thanks,
hear it.
Tim.
I don't want to hear it.
Thanks,
23 is good.
Thanks.
23 is
The
good.
tunnel
23
fills
is
with
good.
the sound of rattling as the bones in the walls begin to move. Some lashing toward you. Chattering jaws hiss ancient words
Nope.
as incomplete skeletons burst forth.
Fun.
Durin.
No.
Stop.
No.
Yep.
No.
We did good. 23 was good.
I'm gonna.
Durin,
like,
you
ready to
leave
shout
the
it.
party behind. And you
Yeah, I
head
got it.
to the left.
Okay.
Here's hoping.
You travel for about 30 feet
I mean,
by yourself in the darkness.
I have dark vision.
You're still in the darkness, though.
I'm
low in
home.
the dark.
You're alone. It's dark.
This feels nice.
The tunnel
It should feel nice.
transitions from the natural stone of the walls
Hey, man.
to
So his
a
character would do.
walls and floors of worked marble blocks.
Been doing it the whole time.
Like the Assyrians?
The Astarians?
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yep. The passage tilts down to the southwest, where a carving depicts a dragon in
I
flight.
want him to die. I don't know.
Half the dragon's body is submerged in dark water, and the hallway beyond it is completely flooded.
Think about future.
There are only two exits from this room.
I mean, how big is intelligence?
To the right of you
Yeah, it is.
appears to be a large cavern. And then there is the pool of dark water leading to a flooded tunnel.
Could be a red herring and the opposite be the other one. Do I hear anything or do I smell anything coming from either one?
Let's see here. As a matter of fact, you do. So you're going to give me a perception check.
That is an 18.
18 is exactly what you needed.
Yay!
You see that you smell it first, because you can't see color with dark vision. But you get the smell of oil coming from the hallway, the flooded hallway, not the chamber.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're entertaining, so. Yeah, valid, valid.
So if I surmise that that's coming from the picture with the dragon, and then we try to use the oil.
It's a carving, a statue.
Statue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half the body is submerged in the dark water, and the hallway beyond is completely flooded.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So with that, I would know not to go where the oil is. So I would use to go the other way, through the
So
other
you're-
hallway.
Okay, so you're going to go into the large cavern.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Okay. You head to the right, leaving the water and the flooded hallway behind.
Because I'm a dwarf, I can't swim in.
And you have no idea how deep that was. As you enter this cavern, you see the remains of a crushed, ruinous building.
Okay.
And within the building, you see a number of what appears to be heads and straw hats. Beyond that is another room, another large cavern. Give me a perception check.
Nope, that is a 5.
Do you want to use a fake die?
I feel that is important, so yes. And
Just
then
start
I'm
calling
gonna
them Durandal.
And then I'm gonna use guidance too. That seems worse. It's not worse, but that's an 8.
That's only 8 left now.
11.
Maybe it's your imagination with an 11. Maybe it's your imagination. But for the briefest of moments, you thought you caught the scent of alcohol coming from the next room.
Oh no.
There it goes.
Yeah.
He's gonna have himself a drink or
Yep,
two.
there it is.
It's been a minute.
We're not getting him back.
He's gone.
Is this coming from the hallway?
No.
Okay. From where?
It's coming from across the cavern where there's another large cavern. So there's a slight little opening there, and you can see
Yep.
it's just as big as this one.
The little sign says Joe's Bar.
Okay. I head that way.
Okay.
My interest is always looking into interesting things.
Oh.
As you enter this cavern, you can tell that a structure from above has collapsed into this cavern. Smashed barrels, shelving, and shards of colored glass clutter the chamber. You can see a staircase that once led up to the east is blocked by rubble.
Oh. That's gonna
You
laugh at
appear
the
to
front
be
window.
in what was once a wine cellar in the old Istarian days.
Goodness. Here we go.
Okay. I'll grab a bottle.
Roll me an investigation check.
I help you with that.
That is a 19.
Nice.
Ooh, well, in that case, Let's see here. Where is my? There it is. Oops.
Oh no.
It bounced. Let me grab another one. We'll try
Don't
again.
forever.
There we go.
All dice to hit the floors on the barrel.
Ooh, nicely done. You investigate and start searching the remains, and you come up with 7 bottles, unbroken, still corked, still full of liquid. You know that these bottles are Istarian wine. And you could easily sell one of these bottles for 2,000 gold to a collector.
There it is.
Why would you do that?
I'm going to take these bottles
He's got the rocks. He's got the
and
bottle.
I'm going to use this
This
to
is why we
offer
lose
it
him.
to the Forge Master. Because who doesn't like wine? Put them into my satchel.
Marvelous.
Is there any writings or anything on those bottles?
Long since faded.
Ah, okay. I will. There's nothing else in this room of importance that I can notice.
No, not that you can tell.
Okay. Now you said there's the stairways that's being blocked. Is
Yep.
it leading up somewhere?
It is leading up, but it is currently collapsed in with rubble.
How long would it take me to get those out of the way with my dwarven build, like my eyes?
Roll me an intelligence check.
He's dick done.
Ooh. In a dark hole.
30-20.
Ooh, dirty 20. You realize that it would take you a team of people and the better part of a week to clear out all the rubble.
Okay. I'm gonna mark where I know where this is, like on the wall, so I can remember how to get back to this place. And then I'm gonna head back towards. You said there was another building.
So yeah, there was a building that you walked around that had a bunch of hats and wooden heads within it.
Nothing on the writing or anything like that on there.
Nope.
Okay.
And then there was another hallway leading, now it will be to your right, leading what would be west.
Okay. Part of me wants to check the building, but at the same time, I probably need to go to the west just to see what's there. Does the building look like it's Astarians too, or no?
Oh yeah, all of this is.
Okay. No, I'm gonna go to the west.
Okay. You all are suddenly attacked by 3 large reptilian skeletons. And that's where we're going to end this week.
Ah!
You can open with it next week.
I will.
Congratulations, you have now made it fully into Chapter 6. You are beneath the city of Lost Names, formerly known as Anyari. And you're all alive so far.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mostly.
Okay,
So-
okay, we're live.
I guess we'll pick this up again next week,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll find out how you fare against draconic skeletons.
Yay.
I got a good feeling about it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. But just in case, keep those candles burning.
What's up? Good night, guys.
Good night.
Toodles!
We all going back.
Probably. These are not